Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 180. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside Mr. Moody. Mr. Moody, how are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm waving for the Queen for Snowbike
Oh
Mike.
my god.
Even though you can't see me or anything.
Yeah,
I'm
no
waving for you, Mike. Just for you, Mike. Getting the hype ready. Waving for the Queen for you, sir.
No video this week. Why? Because number one, Moody's internet always seems to poo out when he has a video. That's the truth. That is one of the reasons. Number two,
acceptance. I agree.
Number two, I really couldn't be bothered, and I don't want to get changed and all this stuff. And number three, Mike's not here, and we're recording late. Again, I want to apologise to everybody who is getting this late. Obviously, we usually go up on a Friday. I was at EGX on the weekend. Me and Mike hadn't sorted out our schedules properly for the week ahead. It was a lot of things. So we are recording on the 7th of the 4th, 2019, which is a Sunday. Very late, but we don't miss a week, do we, Moody? We don't miss a week. For those who don't know, what? When did we miss a week?
Well, technically, this is the new week. The new week does start on Sundays.
No, it doesn't. Not in my head, it doesn't. No, it does. Not in my head, it does not. Never has. Never has and never will. Never has and never will, let me tell you. If you don't know, you can get the show early on patreon.com/mcfixer. Go subscribe to the YouTube channels, youtube.com/mcfixer and youtube.com/outoflives. That's where Moody hosts all his content, such as his podcast, and I know the Out of Lives team do some other stuff over there, so definitely go check it out. You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Spotify, and the show usually goes live every Friday. Again, I apologise for this week being late. Moody, let's get into the topic of the show straight away. No faffing about this week, mate. We're already late. The people want their news. Topic of the show this week is Microsoft is reportedly combining Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live subscriptions. Microsoft may be offering an undefined package for Xbox users subscribing to both Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass. It was unveiled by a Twitter user and a known Xbox leaker, H0X0D, which I've definitely heard that name before in this context, and first reported by The Verge. The package is reported to cost $14.99 and assumed to contain all of the live services, including both Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass, and reportedly, apparently, you will get the monthly games with gold as well. See how they worded it in this article? But I refuse to say that, Moody. I refuse to say that. Each service currently costs $9.99 on a month-to-month basis, meaning this option would save players roughly around $5. Though, it is possible, if confirmed, the service may feature lower rates of annual or semi-annual subscriptions. How does that make you feel, Moody? We've spoken about this before, especially while I've been streaming and stuff. And me and Mike have spoken about it before. We're going into that new world of, obviously, Xbox is going to be playing hardball with Project xCloud. They're going to want as many people to have Xbox Game Pass. Is this the right move? Putting them together and it coming at a cheaper cost?
I just want us to called it. I called this months ago. If you can remember, on the first episode or one of the episodes I was on for From the Gamers, I actually asked this and brought this up with you and Crash. You guys did not, did not believe this would happen. I actually deep down thought this was going to happen because it's a more friendly and easier thing for how they are going for Microsoft for the consumer. They're making it easier for them just to get everything they wanted for them. And I think this is a great idea. I think this is just going to work so much better for them. Eventually, they'll probably release a full year price, which will probably
what I want.
Will be about close to £100, probably.
Yeah,
I won't lie, but I think by the end of it, that'll be a well worth price. I think it's fantastic. I won't lie. Just from dollar to sterling, it's probably gonna be £20 for us because
we get dicked over. Well, Brexit's killing us right now as well.
It also gives me personally, a person who does not. I'm not using Game Pass just because there's nothing on there that I want to play, basically, or anything. And I'm just thinking I'm wasting $10 a month right now, and I'm not even using it. Put this in, combined it, makes it a lot easier. When I obviously re-update my Xbox Gold,
Yeah.
and if it's attached by then in August, that'd be fantastic for me.
Yeah, I mean, you did bring it up. I do remember you bringing it up on From the Gamers.
Yeah.
I didn't think that it would be a thing that would happen, just because they'll be leaving money on the table, and obviously you got the double dippers such as myself and many other people that do already pay for Xbox Live and Xbox Game Pass. But as we move forward into this streaming world, which is what we're getting to, it only makes sense to have it unified. It does it again. I didn't think it would happen. I definitely believe the rumors. I believe the leaker, and I definitely think that it's a smart business decision on Microsoft's behalf. The important thing here is what is said in there, which is it's
pro consumer.
Oh, it's all pro consumer, but what I mean more is a case of the lower rate annuals, which is a 3-month, a 6-month, a year. Those are, I feel like those are the ones. That's it. I don't. Obviously, you're gonna have your month-to-month base, which is what some people can afford, and that's how they prefer to do things, and more power to you. But me, I'm not someone who likes to have subscriptions all over my head. I like to be able to save up all my money and pay it off. Like, that's how I prefer to do things, and that's something that I've been waiting for Xbox Game Pass to do for a little while, and it hasn't happened. But if they can unify the two, and it is going to cost, I think my max price for Xbox Game Pass and Xbox Live for the year, my max price, so what you pay? You pay about £60, 120. I think my max price for about £120 would be, that would be my max, which I hope they could get it down to about 100, which I get why they don't do a year, because that looks like a scary price tag, £100. But for the very few people such as myself, and I'm sure many others listening, to have it just out of sight, out of mind, to throw down my £100, I've got my year's Game Pass, and I've got my year's Xbox Live, perfect. And then obviously as we move into xCloud, which I'm sure you're going to have to pay a subscription for as well. Who knows where we're going to go with this? But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. I definitely think it's pro-consumer. I definitely think it's a very, very, very smart idea to unify them. And it's just a case of if you have Xbox Gold, look, for the marketing terms, this is not what I believe, but you get over 100 games to play that will come and go as you please. Plus, you're still getting your games with Gold. Like, they're not taking anything away, they're just unifying. I think that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah, I think it is fantastic. Like I said, it's pro-consumer. I think they're doing the right things right now. They're literally they got smashed at the beginning of this generation, and they have slowly fixed that, and they're looking all good, all sunny and sunshine and everything ready to go for the next gen, and everyone is excited for that, and they can't wait to see what they've got, and well, can't ask for more than that, basically.
Exactly. Let's get into what's been in our box, Mood. What have you been playing this week?
I've basically just played when I've had the chance to, because I've been at college. Division 2. Didn't touch the first one, obviously. Didn't a lot of things. Basically, one didn't have an Xbox, didn't have the play. I know I could have played it on the PlayStation when I had it.
Yeah.
Had no one ready to play it with. And just when I finally got an Xbox, like you moved on from it, everyone else moved on from it. I was just like, I'm not going to play it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Got this one, really do enjoy it. I think it's a very fun, well-balanced, well-energetic game. I think the story is anything spectacular or anything like that, but I don't think you really buy this one for a start. These type of games for story, basically. You want it in for the looter shooter, you want it in for the make it fun, and they do. It's fun, it's energetic combat, it flows so much easier. I'm sorry, Haley, but it flows way more easier than the Anthem does.
Do you think so?
Yeah, Anthem, I think, is stiff as hell.
From a gameplay perspective, you think Anthem's stiff?
Compared to this, yeah.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
And I think, and this one, you're not handcuffed.
No.
I felt severely handcuffed in Anthem. This one, I don't feel handcuffed whatsoever.
I mean, yeah, we've spoken about it at length. How much we've been playing it. I'm now world tier. I've got to do the new stronghold, and then I'll be in world tier 5. I'm currently gear score 449. Just finished grinding Moody up today, literally, just before we were recording.
Oh hell yeah, he grinded me up.
We literally didn't we ran through we got you to the 30, finished your final mission, and then we did all 3 strongholds, me, you, and Stu. Shout out to Stu. And then we dropped you all like gear. I think you're like 300 and you're near 400, right? Oh, you're in 400 now.
400, yeah.
There you go. Do you know what I mean? So you're already ready to go. And it's just been... It's exactly what I wanted with Anthem and Division, and I've always said that this was going to be my game. This was going to be the game that I play, and I play, and I play, and I grind, and I grind, and I grind. And I have, to an extent, and I've been very, very, very fortunate that the community have got behind this on this. So we've got people like Lexington, we've got people like Stu, we've got people like, obviously, Moody playing, we've got people like myself, and we've got, obviously, our kingpin, our main man out there, Tony. Shout out to Tony. It's just been amazing to be able to play with new people and have people in games even more than I am. Usually I'm the guy that is top level and having to drop down and help people. No, Tony is that guy in our community. He's the one dropping me all his loot that he doesn't need to help my gear score go higher. He's the one explaining, no, you shouldn't do this, you should do that, you need to go in the DZ or core your planet like Call of Duty, stop being an idiot. It's just all of those things, and it's really cool to have the community come together and play. I said on stream today that in my Discord channel, which anyone is welcome to join, MC Fixer, go join it. There's actually a community in there now of people talking and like, oh, I'm gonna jump on for half an hour. Anyone want to play? Boom! There's a team of people playing. We no longer have to suffer in silence, which is amazing because it's what I find with most of these games is people want to play them. And people want to experience them for their own sometimes, but they do want people to play with, even if they're not talking in Discord. Or it's nice to have someone playing with you. You know it's not going to run in the opposite direction to you. You know that's gonna pick you up when you need to be picked up, whatever it may be. And I'm really, really appreciate and love the fact that we have that now in this community. So thank you, everyone. The Facebook group is there for that as well. Shout out to Yami as well, because I forgot him. It's just been a lot of fun playing the game, and yeah, I've been playing it. I'm still grinding it out, and I love it. I really do. It's so well designed, Mood. From a standpoint of, okay, here's the main story. Which again, the main story, pretty whatever. I don't think the story matters. It doesn't. Save Washington, cool. And then you really start playing the game, and it's like, okay, it's full art. It's, here are your daily missions. Here are your projects. So you're donating weapons. Here are your strongholds. And then you're redoing the strongholds, but it's not the same as Anthem, where it's got the same amount as Anthem. It's now Division's actually got more than Anthem. But it had 3, but you never felt like you never had to do all 3 in Anthem. Yeah. You just kept doing exactly the same one with the big spider because it was the shortest one and blah, 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 blah. With Anthem, it's like well designed. It's like, okay, you hit endgame and you need to do these missions that you've already done, but it's with new enemies. So the Black Tusk come in and it's just well thought out. It all makes sense and it's just a lot of fun. The difficulty then goes higher and it's just enjoyable. Very, very, very enjoyable. And I'm very happy about it, man.
Yeah, I am too. Ubisoft are that's one of those companies that are they are getting it right now. You know, they really are getting it. Like they've thrown out games for everybody basically. Mm-hmm. You've got the For Honor game. Yeah. Well, I didn't click for me, but it's got a loyal fan base. There's the documentary that I just shared on the Facebook page. That's on Netflix. I cannot wait to have a look at that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
You've got Rainbow Six Siege that both you and me fell in love with and everything. Yep. I can't wait to go back and I will probably play that sometime in 2019. I suck at it, but I still love that game.
You don't suck that bad. We will both suck when we go back, but yeah, it's
yeah. Oh god, if we go back, damn, we're gonna get.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Yeah.
And then you've got the Assassin's Creeds. You've got Beyond Good and Evil 2, whenever that's coming. You've got Watch Dogs, possibly 3. Obviously, that's not confirmed. But at least you've got the other 2 Watch Dogs as well and everything. They've really got just a well balance of games for anybody. And then you've got the indies and everything. It's just they're just doing it so well right now, and I can't say anything bad about them. You can bitch about the loot crate system or anything, but I don't really care about that. I enjoy the games, and they do an amazing job on that. So.
Yeah,
I'm not talking to sound like I'm trying to get a job with them or anything.
I try. I think it's interesting because obviously Ubi are one of the only one of the few, I shouldn't say only, one of the few AAAs that treat a lot of smaller content creators with respect, in my opinion, where they don't just look at numbers, they look at community, they look at everything. So it's very hard for me to sit here and like say positive things about the company without coming across like a corporate shill. So I try not to on occasions because I don't think it's fair. Like I totally understand that every company does things differently, and you can't expect all AAAs to support smaller content creators. But Ubisoft do, and I'm very thankful for that, and I'm thankful that their games are good because I don't have to trash them every time.
Oh, just like the thing with like Assassin's Creed Odyssey with the DLC thing where it all happened and everything.
Yeah,
they could have just literally kept quiet.
Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't. They literally came out and said, "We will fix this," and they have done that.
Yep.
And that's amazing to think, and I can't wait to go back and finish off that DLC for that. So I love myself, Cassandra.
Yeah, what else have I been playing? I finished The Walking Dead, so I played episode 3 and 4. So I've now officially finished The Walking Dead, the final season. I have a lot of thoughts on the game, but you haven't played it yet, and I think it's still a little bit too early to spoil it. So what I'm thinking I'll do is I'm going to hold off one more week, hopefully get Mike on next week. He should be back, and hopefully spoil the shit out of that game for next week's episode. Everyone will be warned.
If he's finished, if he's played it.
Well, even if he ain't, I might have to spoil it for him.
Poor Mike.
But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. But I have played it. I know a few people have asked because they know I'm a huge Telltale fan, and obviously this is what's the new studio called? Something Bitten.
Skybound.
No. Skybound Games are the ones that are published, I believe, and they've
I don't
Unbitten.
know.
I think it's called the Unbitten Studio. I think that's what it's called. But whatever. Doesn't matter. So I've played that as well. And I was at EGX this week. EGX Rezzed or Reezed. Who knows how to say it. So I've played some other games. Again, I'll have more thoughts on those for next week as well. Next week's show is going to be recorded earlier, so we're going to need something to talk about. So that's why I'm holding off a little bit with a few bits. So there you go. Moody, let's get into the news this week, my dude. First up, Borderlands 3.
You're not going to do your Patreon's producer?
My bad, I totally missed it. Well done. I'm glad you're here. I mean, I've got a couple.
I've got you, Mike.
You have got Mike. Mike, thank you very much for supporting this week's show. Without you, it doesn't happen, obviously. Without you, there is no show. But also, there is no show without these people. Anyone who supports at the $5 or more tier, here is your shout out. Obviously, we have Mike Howard, Snowbite Mike himself. Yes, he co-hosts this podcast. Yes, he also supports me on Patreon to get this podcast to happen. That's how much support Mike has. Obviously, Mr. Moody himself on the show. Thank you, Moody. Appreciate you. We've got Alexander Waite, or White. I say it wrong. W-A-I-T-E. What do you think?
Wait a while?
Waiter? What is it, H?
Waiter?
W-A-I-T-E. Wait, yeah, okay, I got it right. Thank God.
Yeah.
I don't know, I didn't want to butcher it, but we already have. Shout out to you. Obviously, we've got FNH Paul, keeping the streams alive. Stuart Parker, Mr. MT Cooney, Rahul, Sandra Lidsey, Reese. Oh man, that guy's a scrub. Sarah Ann Kenneth, Daniel Waddle, Brian Parker, Paul Downs, Simon, Ron Mann, Ian Keane, Fiona, Stephen Shearer, Yarmy, Thomas, aka Greedy Ears, Cal, Paul Scarlett, Patrick Holmes, and that is your lot. Thank you, everyone supporting at $5 or more. Thank you for keeping the show on. Thank you for it all going. Now we can get into the goddamn news. Borderlands 3, Moody.
Yep.
Will officially release on Xbox One on September 13th, 2019. And there are 4 different versions of the game, including one that is $250. The Diamond Loot Chest, which we'll talk about in a little bit. A new trailer came out, giving us a bunch more details. So the date leaked, and then I feel like I feel like they were like, Joe, what? F it. Why not just put it out there? And I tweeted that once that happened. I truly think they're not going to be at E3 now.
Why do you think that?
I don't know. A part of me just says it. A part of me just says...
You feel it in your balls, if I remember
well,
right.
that is what I put. Yes, you're correct. A part of me just thinks...
Zach is literally telling him something.
A part of me just says that they're not going to be there. They've got nothing to show now. They've done the big announcement, which is the date. And I'm guessing they don't have a partnership with Xbox, which would be the big reason to be there. Xbox are there. Who else would they be? They're not going to be there with Nintendo, right? Showing it on Switch? Maybe?
I think they're going to be there. Will they be on a stage? That's a different question.
Okay, sorry, that's what I mean. When I say they're not going to be there, I mean they're not going to be on stage. But
right now, we don't. It's going to be one of the big fall games, and I think Microsoft will want them on there if they can get them on their stage. I don't think they will.
I don't think they've got the marketing deal with it though. It doesn't seem like it.
Doesn't mean they can't have it on there.
I mean, it does if PlayStation has signed the marketing deal with it.
Well, true. Well, it all really depends, really, isn't it? Right now, I don't think the only marketing deal that I know about Borderlands have, and that's with Epic. And obviously,
yeah,
completely different thing.
Yeah.
So maybe they're at the PC one.
Maybe that's a good point. That's a good point. Maybe they're at the PC one.
And everything.
Bunch of nerds.
If they're anywhere, my money's probably on at Xbox and everything, just because they do have a good relationship with Xbox and everything, and Phil Spencer is all about pro-consumer, basically. That's like what he literally is, all that. It's basically, he should just change his name to pro-consumer on Twitter. It'd be a lot more simpler. Actually, it's quite simpler now, but you know what I mean.
I just don't know what else they've got to show. Like, the big announcement would have been the date. Obviously, the date is leaked. Now we know the characters. We know, obviously, what Borderlands is as a game. Is there anything more to really show?
Probably not, and that's what I think. Like we saw, there was a Polygon article out that's saying, "Oh, it's nothing very exciting for Borderlands 3 because it is just the same."
Mm-hmm.
I see where they come from that, because I've heard a few times like, "Oh, if you like this, it's just the same thing." That's kind of getting a bit irritating for me lately. I'm just like, well, that means they're not innovating or anything. And if Borderlands 3 is just the same, I will probably enjoy it, but there is a but to it, and I won't lie. You talked about it last week, but that freaking conference was terrible.
Oh, that conference! We're not even gonna
all the life out of me, and it didn't make me excited for this game. That's how bad that was for me personally.
Yeah,
and everything. But I won't get into that. I feel like they're gonna be at Xbox, but if they aren't at a conference, I could see where I wouldn't say it's 100%. I would say it's probably 50-50.
Okay.
Maybe I'll go 60-40. 60-40 that they're probably at a conference, but I wouldn't say it's 100%.
We will see. Well, we've got some characters now. We've got I think it's Mosey as the gunner character. We've got Amara that is the siren. We have Flak FL4K as the Beastmaster. And we have Zane as the operative. Obviously, we saw the characters in the trailers. They look cool. I wouldn't mind this 30-second teaser trailer type thing. Done more for me than the other trailer did. Which is, it gave us more backstory on, well, not backstory, but it showed us who the characters were. Obviously, we've got our bad guys. It showed us the new things. That trailer was way better.
Having the life sucked out of you before you got to the bloody thing.
Exactly. The big news, though, which is what people seem to be flipping out about a little bit, which is all the editions. So obviously we've got the standard edition, which is $60 US, which comes with a golden weapon skin and weapon trinket. You have the $79.99 US pack, which is it comes with a retro cosmetic pack, a Neo cosmetic pack, Gearbox cosmetic pack, a Toy Box weapon pack, and this is the big one which people are getting concerned about, which is an XP and loot drop boost mods, and a pre-order bonus, which is the golden weapon packs as well. So before we carry on, the big one here that people are concerned about is that maybe Borderlands 3 is, in quote, pay to win, which to me doesn't really make sense how it can be pay to win when there's no real PvP element to it that we know of anyway. Again, it's just like, really, guys? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why is this a thing? Does it need to be a thing? If you're paying $80 for the deluxe edition, did you expect an XP and loot drop boost mod? Do you care about that?
Yeah.
It's a weird one.
It's the thing to do though these days, isn't it? No offense, even though I was praising Ubisoft did it with Assassin's Creed. For me, you and me, we had no problem with it because we never touched it.
Yeah, but that wasn't in a special edition. That was an extra added edition, added incentive. Which to me that makes more sense. Which is even if I buy the $80 one which comes with the season pass, if I see it there and I go, oh, actually I haven't got time to get through this game without this, I'm gonna buy it. Which with this is more a case of it's coming in.
There.
Why is it there? Which obviously people then get concerned about. Oh, maybe there's going to be a point in the game where you can't progress because you're going to need to grind, or it's a simple thing as just you want to be a higher level than your friends to show off quicker. Just silly little things. I just don't know why it exists. It doesn't really make sense to me. In fairness, Borderlands already has these mods in the game built into the game. So is this one going to be extra more powerful than the other XP mods that you can put on?
Probably.
Or you would have thought so, right? Because you're paying extra for it.
Yeah, it will. It all depends who's making this decision. Is it Gearbox? Is it like Randy Pitchford? Or is it 2K? Or Take-Two, who own them? Is it them? That's the thing about it. Like, we all know that Take-Two have all said that all their games they're going to be publishing and everything, and that they own, they're going to be getting heavily this type of thing and everything. And it's not surprising whatsoever. It is. I don't like it that it's a part of a deluxe edition and whatnot, but it's what they're going to do. It's them. We can't do anything about it. If the only thing I would say is that if it pisses you off, don't buy this one.
Yeah,
go for the standard. Vote with your wallet, basically. If it upsets you, don't do it. You know.
Or if you do like it, maybe go for the Super Deluxe Edition, which is $100, which comes with 4 campaign DLC packs featuring new stories, missions, and challenges. Also, extra weapon skins, weapon trinkets, a grenade mod, and more. The price will also increase to $120 on September 17th.
So the Super Deluxe one, you get the Deluxe Edition plus everything. You get all of what the Deluxe Edition. So it's not nice to see that type of thing. I don't disagree whatsoever. I was having a look at this, like I was thinking, because like I game share with a friend of mine, and we're like thinking which one I would get, which one would we go halves on. Right now, I'm probably going to say to him, get the standard edition right now. If we change our minds, we change our minds. But I'm not going to say I'm going to not get it or not. You know?
I mean, can I introduce you into the Borderlands 3 Diamond Loot Chest Collector's Edition, which is $249.99. The Diamond Loot Chest, which you get a Diamond Loot Chest replica, a Borderlands 3 character figures, you get a Century 3 snap model, you get a Vault Key keychain, you get a Cloth Galaxy map, you get a character art graphics, you get a Borderlands 3 steelbook case. So you don't get a steelbook case for $100 or $80, but you do for $250.
And I was told by a friend of mine at college that this already sold out.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, this one sold out.
Damn.
They're all trying to relaunch it, get more out there.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Well, they're all the editions, so buy what you would like. I mean, I remember the Claptrap edition not too long ago, and those sold out. And then they were at Comic-Con one time on sale, and me and Hayley looked at each other like, should we get one? And I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I wanted to say one thing. I was very disappointed in one part. I thought Tiny Tina was going to be one of the characters you could play.
She's in it, though.
I know, but I was thinking, why couldn't we not be Tiny Tina? I was praying to God to be Tiny, because they know she was going to be picked for everybody. Everyone was going to pick her, basically, and said everyone else was going to get ignored. We got to just not put her in, basically.
They got to progress the characters as well, though. We need new, which you just said. Remember, you don't want it to be the same thing, and that would be kind of lazy if they weren't bringing in new characters and new people to experience.
You use my argument right against me. You're spot on there.
So, That's what I do, Moody. Next up, more Borderlands news. Borderlands 3 cross-platform support. Co-op according to the Microsoft Store. The listing for Borderlands 3 on Microsoft Store page claims that the game will have cross-platform co-op. So far in the game's short but loud marketing campaign, developer Gearbox has yet to say anything about cross-platform play, and yet here is in black and white under the capabilities section of the Microsoft Store listing. Obviously, this is what we want, right?
Oh, yeah.
We want this. Obviously, I don't think PlayStation are gonna play ball no matter what. But PC, Xbox, cool. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, basically, yeah. They were going to do this, and everything. It's the best thing to do right now. Eventually, PlayStation will come around to it when they realize that, oh shit, PlayStation 5 is not selling as better as it should have been.
I think PlayStation 5 is still gonna outsell the Xbox.
Ouch.
Yep.
Damn.
Exclusives, buddy. Exclusives talk. And
you're not wrong. You are not wrong there.
Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, because I'm glad there's good things out there, but from an Xbox point of view, unfortunately, PlayStation have the better exclusives.
Yeah. Only Cuphead and Ori are the best exclusive Xbox have.
Gears of War.
Like I said, Cuphead and
oh my god!
I never clicked with Gears of War.
Get off my podcast. Get off my podcast.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, obviously it's a good thing. Hopefully crossplay is a thing, and I hope that it comes and it is true. I hope this isn't just a missed typo. So we will see.
I doubt it.
More Borderlands news. I know you guys are getting sick of it. Borderlands 3 won't have co-op players fighting over loot. We still don't know a ton of hard details about Borderlands 3, but one new piece of info that came alongside the new reveal was a pretty significant change to the way loot drops happen while playing co-op. In Borderlands 3, every player will have their own loot drops that only they can see. In a blog post on the PlayStation blog, I know, don't kill me, revealed traditionally everyone can see all the loot in Borderlands, meaning that other players could nab the tastiest looking gun from you before you had a chance to pick it up, but that will be a thing of the past. In one way, I'm extremely happy. I'm extremely happy that was the case. That is the case, and I will have my own loot, because it used to be very, very, very annoying when the one and only Haley, when I would play with her, she would literally, you would know. She was we used to sit in my bedroom before we moved out together and stuff like that. She would play in the opposite side of the room, and we'd all be talking in Xbox party chat with a friend of mine, and we'd be playing, and Haley just goes quiet. And we literally just spin around and go, she's got a loot box! And we just used to run to her as quick as we could. Literally, because I knew what she had. And then you'd literally go there, 3 of the guns are missing, and there's a crappy pistol just sitting there. You're like, great. And then she wouldn't drop you guns. Oh no, she'd go sell them for money.
Well, they're purple thingies.
They were purple thingies, definitely. She's a pain in the arse. So obviously, I'm glad this is a thing of the past. I'm glad that they have adapted in the way of gaming is nowadays.
Well, Division 2 does it as well, so...
But I do hope there's still an option to share guns as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I bet there will be.
Yeah, I assume it's going to be the same as Division 2, where you pick it up yourself, and then once you drop it, people can see it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I think that's what it's probably going to be. It's going to be the norm like that. It's like it's just all good going along with what's working right now, not handcuffing you, and that's what basically you don't want in a game or anything.
Exactly. Exactly. Next up, one that I'm actually very excited about. I know you probably don't believe me, but I am. Sega has announced 4 new games based on the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Sega has announced 4 new games based on the Olympics and the Paralympic Games in Tokyo 2020. The first of these titles is the Olympic Games Tokyo 2020, the official video game, which will likely be released in Japan and Asia this summer for PS4, Nintendo Switch, and worldwide in 2020. Sega described this as a fun-filled sports action game where you can create your own avatar and compete in the Olympic Games events with people around the world. Rather than featuring Sonic or other characters, it would appear to be more realistic and simplifies art style. I can't wait. I actually really enjoyed the London 2012 game, if you remember that one. They're not great. They've never been great games, if I'm honest with you, but any game that lets me play out my fantasies of being a sports athlete, because I love sports, but I'm just really lazy and don't like running around. So anything that allows me, anything that allows me to pretend to be something that I'm not, shot put, pole vault. Obviously, we're gonna have esports in this then, because esports in the Olympics, right? So does that mean we're gonna have an esports part?
Wait, esports are in the Olympics?
I'm pretty. Are they not in it this year? If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they're. Or there's talk about them being in it in Tokyo.
I think there's been talk about it. Will it happen? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm very excited for this, so I had to add this piece of news. I will be making a ton of content around it.
Are you so excited that it doesn't even mention Xbox on here? It just says PlayStation and Nintendo.
No, I understand that it says that. There is no way on God's given earth that Sega are going to release an Olympic game and not put it everywhere. There's no way.
I will laugh.
No, there's no way. I know it only said that PlayStation and Nintendo on here, and worldwide.
Yeah. I know. I just when I saw that, I was like,
You're a stickler for the rules, Moody, and I break the rules. Trust me. I said it here first, confirming it. It's coming to Xbox.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna think that.
You're a dick. No one likes you. Moving on. Bethesda will not discuss The Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield at E3 2019. Bethesda has confirmed that it will not be discussing either The Elder Scrolls 6 or Starfield at E3 2019 during Bethesda's Games day stream at PAX East 2019. Todd Howard cautioned fans, hoping for more details on the two most anticipated games in the industry and that's totally not what I put. Let me just say this is an article. That would have to wait a bit longer before everyone asks. Please be patient. Howard said, it's going to be a long time. It's not something we're going to be talking about at E3. Either of those games this year. Patience, please. Moody. Mm-hmm. My takeaway from this is I'm even more excited for Bethesda's show now.
I'm less excited.
See, I'm more excited because this then says to me they must have something to show. They must have something. If you're not going to show Starfield, not going to show anything of Starfield, and you're not going to show anything of Elder Scrolls, what do you have to show?
Well, they did that 2 years ago where a lot of people were thinking, oh, they must still have something to show. And then they did that theater thing and that very split the audience. Like, you did not like it.
No.
I enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I did enjoy it. I thought it was very quirky and everything. But they didn't really show anything new. They only showed things we already knew were coming. This screams out the same thing for me. Right now, if I'm top of my head, Rage 2 would have already been out.
Yep.
What they show a little DLC. Bit more for the new, so possibly DLC. Yeah. Show a little bit of the new Wolfenstein's New Blood. Is it?
Yeah. The twin one, right?
And Doom. That's 3 games.
Yeah, and then we get
about Fallout 76. Did they really want to touch that at their conference?
Forget that. I don't care about that. Let's talk about what I actually care about, which is Evil Within 3.
Do you think?
I don't know, but I hope so, dude. I really hope so.
Evil Within 2 was one of the best games that year. I loved that game.
Yeah, it was good.
I hope so. I do hope so, but that's 4 games. That's not much.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
If they announce that, that's all that matters.
Fuck everything else. Evil Within 3.
Exactly.
10 out of 10 conference. Fuck the rest of it.
Well, we know we're not getting Resident Evil 2 this year, so it's all good.
I think.
But yeah, it leaves me optimistic of the fact that maybe, just maybe, we will just get more new stuff and we won't see things we know about. Is what I mean.
Yeah. I hope so. I truly, truly do hope so. It just doesn't scream out excitement for me. That's all.
Well,
for me,
we will see.
Or they're just completely blindsiding us and saying, just to say this, no, we're not showing these things at all. Boom! Starfield, baby! Look at that beautiful gameplay. It's in a different engine now, so shut up, trolls. Or something like that. You know, they could literally just do that. They could
true.
Just get us off the scent and everything. We've already been told Elder Scrolls 6 is literally far away. The first one out of these two will be Starfield.
Mm-hmm.
So, and they've said Starfield is probably 3 or 4 years out still. It's no time. I would not show it at all. I would say hold out until the year you know you're gonna release this bugger. For me personally, but
yeah. No, I get it. Mm-hmm. Next up, and our last story this week, which is Super Meat Boy Forever has been delayed. Super Meat Boy, the sequel to the 2010s publishing punishing platformer Modern Classic has been delayed and is planned for its planned April release window. Announced by Team Meat on Twitter, the news came in a form of a note reading, quote, "We've been knocking out the last bits of Super Meat Boy Forever at record speeds while keeping a healthy and substantial pace. We are going to keep that pace, which means we will not hit our April release. Sorry about that. We could have sacrificed our minds, bodies, and social lives to make April 2019, but that's stupid." The note continued. Team Meat isn't some studio owned by an evil arsehead corporation that has say over what we do and how we do it. We are fortunate enough to have control over how we work, and we choose not to run ourselves into the ground. I thought that was a really great one to finish with.
I love this.
Which
you
is...
know you've skipped over one now. I just want to let
No,
you
I
know.
deleted it.
Okay.
Jesus, this is how we know you're not a professional. Just roll with the punches, goddammit.
Coming up on my turn.
Just roll with the punches.
I'm getting punched a lot today.
Yeah, I think this is amazing, obviously, from the Team Meat team to say, look, we're not doing crunch. We don't need to. We don't want to. And the game will come out when it comes out. And obviously, I think that's amazing. I'm very much of the mind. It's so hard to talk about crunch without people are very sensitive on the subject.
Yeah.
And I'm someone that I don't do things in moderation. As someone who runs his own business, obviously you all know that's what I do. I'm full time at this, of creating content and live streaming and stuff like that. I work way more hours than probably that I should. Like, way more. My mind is never switched off. Ever. But I understand that to get great results, you need to sacrifice certain things in life. And that's why I try and avoid the whole crunch conversation. And yes, there's a very big difference between me, one-man team, MC Fixer, trying to make money on Patreon, compared to, I'll use EA, but doesn't insert any corporation here, who are doing it for evil gains because they want more money for their shareholders. I understand there's a big difference, but what I will say is, obviously, Team Meat, congratulations, that's fantastic. It's fantastic you're in a position to be able to delay a game. Not everyone has that. It's amazing that you have the funds to be able to do that. Not everybody has that. It's amazing that you're calling out, obviously, arsehat corporations. But just remember, not everyone is in that position. So, congratulations, I'm glad that you're able to, but not everyone is able to do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, what you say is spot on. This does make me laugh. It makes me laugh my ass off very much. But everyone, if you don't remember, there's an indie documentary out there, and they're part of this, and they crunched to get this game out on Xbox 360. They crunched hard to get this done. Their lives were all this in a mess, and but thankfully the game was a huge success, and they have become very wealthy because of it. Basically, wealthy enough to be able to do this. You know, they're in a very fortunate position to be able to do this and everything. And congratulations to them. The game Super Meatball is one of the best games out there. It is absolutely, it's a pain in the ass, but I love it and everything. And I just love this team, and I'm really happy that they were able to do this. But also, don't forget where you guys came from. And you're not in you're in a very fortunate position, and you're what you said is spot on. You really are. I feel like you were thinking I was going to disagree with you there.
I was expecting to defend myself, but I didn't have to, thankfully. Next up, Games with Gold this month. For April, we have the Necromancer, available from April 1st to April 30th. Outcast Second Contract from April 16th to May 15th. And on the 360 side, we've got Star Wars Battlefront 2 from April 1st to April 15th. And Ghost Recon Advanced Warfare 2 from April 16th to April 31st. Now let's get into Fixer Sack. What is Fixer Sack? Fixer Sack is your opportunity to email in questions, comments, concerns, whatever you goddamn like. Am I doing a great job? Yes, I am. You should email in and tell me that. Am I looking good today? Yes, I am. You should email in and tell me that at myxboxandmepodcast@gmail.com. This email says, "Hi Fixer," and Mr. Moody. I swear that's what it says. Hope you guys are well. This one is for Fixer. Well, thank God. After listening to last week's podcast, I come here to tell you that you need to play Skero. Damn it, I always say it wrong. I don't know. Shadow Dice twice. You seem to be in the same boat as me prior to playing this game. I don't like Dark Souls. I also don't like Bloodborne. I put in about 5 hours into Bloodborne before deciding it wasn't for me. I didn't like the combat and though all the items, and I thought all the items were confusing. I didn't enjoy my time, but Shadow Dice Twice is a different beast altogether. The combination is smooth, aggressive, tactical, and in my opinion, slightly more forgiving than Souls games. Yes, this game is hard, but it's not the absolute spanking that people are saying it is. I'm about 12 hours in, killed loads of bosses, and want more. There is a certain amount of patience to give it. The grappling hook is amazing too. Look, I could go on about this game, just play the bloody thing. I think not having a Souls background helps with this game a lot. Much love from Ben Jack. Yeah, I mean, I've heard great things about the game. Obviously, I am going to play it because I have to play it before end of the year for Game of the Year talk. I have to. For me, it depends. It depends what mood I'm in when I play this game. If I play this game on stream, I don't think I'm going to have a good time with it. Because chat pisses me off, and oh, you should do it like this, and oh, you should do it like that, and oh, you're dumb, and and they're just fucking idiots. I love them, but they're fucking idiots. That's just who chat is. Moody is part of that chat. He's a fucking idiot. Am I right or am I right? Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm not going to get into this.
So, for me, it's a case of, if I play this game on stream, it will be fun and games for everyone, and then I'll need to come off and play it on my own. And yeah, I understand. I understand that it may be good, it's just, for me, I don't enjoy games that I have to really... In what I'm hearing about this game, I don't think it's a game for me. Will I give it a go and try it? Yes. Will chat annoy me? Yes. But, we will wait and see. Truly, we will wait and see. You've got the game mood, right?
Yep. There's no baby-ass baby mode, which is so disappointing.
Yeah, but is it?
Yes.
I disagree.
I want to live in this thing.
So do you think... Are you on the side that you think there should be an easy mode in this game?
Yeah, personally, just because I'm not going to be that very good at this game, and I know that. But at the same time, is it going to be a game for me? We'll find out. I will probably try it between the next 2 weeks of my time off. And if it's not that, if I don't click with it, I'll just be saying, all right, back to the Boomerang games you go.
Yeah.
And back to the post box and everything, and it's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, not everything clicks with you.
Different strokes for different boats is what I say. And I will give it a go, but we will see.
Yeah, it is one of those things. Oh, I stand by to one of the things that shocked me to this day still, that I did not think I would enjoy Rainbow Six Siege. Didn't think it would be for me. I had a lot of fun watching it. Like when you played it a lot, I was really loving how you guys played it. And I eventually played it, and I was thinking, damn, this is good. And it gets addicting. It really does sometimes, and it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And yet I die a lot in it, and it's kind of like Siege is kind of like my Dark Souls. That's pretty much what it is. It's so difficult, and it's a pain in the ass, but I love it.
Yeah. We'll see. We will see. Let's plug and get ourselves out of the mood. What you got to plug, mate?
YouTube.com/OuterLives podcast. Go there, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button to keep up to date with all the content. You'll see my glorious movie show podcast there, where one day I will get Fixer back on. Maybe when the Mulan trailer comes out or the Mulan movie comes out next year in 2020. Who knows? Who knows? And
Probably not. Probably. I'm going to decline.
Oh, never mind. Go up there. We've got a lot of things there of podcasts, multiple different versions. We've got a movie one, a game, an alcohol one, and all other things there. Go and check it out when you get a chance. YouTube.com/OuterLives podcast.
Patreon.com/MCFixer is where you can find me, support me, and help me. Oh my God, I need it this year. This year is my year. This is my mood. You know, this is my last year. This is my last year of trying to do it full time. So we've got a few months left in the year, and if I can't make enough money to really keep doing it, we still got time. But yeah, if you can go support over there, it doesn't matter how much, $2, $3, $4, whatever, a cup of coffee. Remember, that's all it is, and it can go a long way. to supporting small content creators like myself. So if you enjoy what I do, please do. If you've got Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime, link the accounts. Don't be lazy. Every 30 days you have to give away a sub. Please go give it to my channel, which is MC Fixer. I need it. Please.
And if you don't like coffee, then that's even more of a reason to join his Patreon.
I mean, it's a good point, isn't it? You're saving money on coffee by not liking it, so you might as well give it to me, right?
Spot on.
Boom. Until next week, I will love you, leave you, and see you later. Sorry this episode has been late. Goodbye.
Bye.